Good morning. Today we discuss about batteries. Battery, a group of galvanic cells designed to convert chemical energy of spontaneous redox reaction into electrical energy are called batteries. Battery is formed by galvanic cell. The cells are arranged in a series. The cells converts chemical energy into electrical energy by spontaneous redox reaction are called batteries. Batteries produce electricity by chemical reactions. Those chemical compounds converts electrical energy by loss of electrons from anode to cathode. These batteries are two types. One is primary battery and secondary battery. The batteries becomes dead over a period of time and cannot be recharged and reused again are called primary batteries. The batteries becomes dead over a period of time and cannot be recharged and reused again. Batteries are called primary battery. These primary battery are, for example, dry cell is a primary battery. Dry cell or electron cell is called primary battery. Now we discuss about dry cells of primary battery. Dry cell. A dry cell is a type of electricity producing chemical cell. It has developed in 1886 by the German scientist Karl Gassner. A dry cell is a type of electricity producing chemical cell. It is produce electricity by chemical reactions. A dry cell is a type of electricity producing chemical cell. It is developed in 1886 by the German scientist Karl Gassner. A common dry cell is the zinc carbon cell. It is also called Lackland cell with normal voltage of 1.5 volts. The same as the alkaline cell. Since both use the same zinc manganese dioxide combination. A common dry cell is the zinc carbon cell. It is also called a Lackland cell with normal voltage of 1.5 volts, the same as the alkaline cell, since both use the same zinc manganese dioxide combinator. This dry cell formed by made up inner of cell zinc 2 Zn plus 2 connected to central post electrons exit here at carbon. In this battery, this is cell consists of zinc container. Zinc container. These zinc container act as anode. Zinc container act as anode. Cathode is carbon rod. Cathode is carbon rod. Zinc container act as anode. Carbon rod surrounded by it is act as cathode. This cathode surrounded by powdered manganese dioxide MnO2 and carbon powder. The moist paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride is used as electrolyte. Ammonium chloride and zinc chloride used as electrolyte. Zinc container act as cathode anode and carbon act as cathode. Arrangement of dry cell. The dry cell is a electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell. What is electrochemical cell? The cell which converts chemical energy into electrical energy by spontaneous reaction. Which reactions? Oxidation reaction and reduction reaction takes place in a single reaction is called redox reactions. Cells are called electrochemical cell. It uses a low moisture electrochemical electrolyte. Low moisture pastes are arranged in compound like ammonium chloride and zinc chloride act as a electrolytic compound. Because of these characteristics, dry cells are less prone to leaking and are suitable for portable applications. The dry cell consists of three main components and this will be outlined in the following slides. This dry cell contains three main components or major components. One is anode of zinc container. Second one is cathode of carbon rod and third one is electrolyte of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride mixture act as a electrolyte. Component of the dry cell. Carbon rod. Carbon rod. The center of A dry cell is a rod of pure carbon in the form of graphite. The central of dry cell is a rod of pure carbon in the form of graphite. The purpose of the carbon rod is to allow the flow of electrons. This will increases the electrical conductivity of the manganese dioxide and retain the moisture of electrolytes of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. Ammonium chloride and zinc chloride act as a electrolyte by the transfer of electrons from electrolytic solutions. Electrolytes. The carbon rod is surrounded by electrolytic phases of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. Anode and cathode. Anode of zinc plate and cathode of carbon rod. Both are arranged in a electrolytic solution of or paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. The ammonium ion in this paste will react with the manganese dioxide to carry electrons to the carbon rod. Manganese dioxide gain of those electrons from anode. This will produce dimanganese trioxide, water and ammonia as byproduct. Component of dry cells. Zinc slave. The electrolytic paste is covered in a slab of zinc metal. The electrolytic paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride is covered in a slab of zinc metal. Zinc metal total covered with paste of ammonia and zinc chloride. These electrons will flow through the electrolyte into the carbon rod to produce an electrical current. These electrons will flow through the electrolyte into the carbon rod to produce an electrical current. The slave will then get thinner as the zinc oxide and the battery will no longer be able to conduct electricity once the zinc slave is completely gone. When produce electrons, those electrons transfer from zinc to manganese dioxide. This manganese dioxide formed by reduction reaction, then its charging will be gone. Chemistry of the dry cells. The dry cell is involved in many reactions and these reactions will be outlined below. The dry cells is involved in many reactions and these reactions will be outlined below. The outer zinc outer causing in the dry cell is the anode. Zinc container act as anode. The zinc will oxidize as shown to the reaction below. The zinc act as anode in the dry cell. Zinc at anode by the loss of electrons to form Zn plus 2 plus 2 electrons. These Zn plus 2 electrons at anode, this reaction is called oxidation reaction. Zinc convert to Zn plus 2 ions at anode. These electrons transfer from anode to cathode. At cathode already present manganese dioxide, ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. In these components are arranged as a electrolytic component. These manganese dioxide gain of those electrons which are comes from anode. In the dry cell, the carbon graphite rod contains manganese dioxide which is the cathode. This is show the reaction below. The carbon rod completely immersed or completely pasted manganese dioxide. This manganese dioxide gain of those electrons in presence of ammonium ions. Then form manganese trioxide plus H2O or manganese trioxide plus H2O at cathode. At cathode already present manganese dioxide and ammonium chloride, zinc chloride. It is in this dry cell the carbon rod contains manganese dioxide which is the cathode. This is show the following reaction. MnO2 gain of 2 electrons, then form manganese trioxide plus H2. The manganese dioxide paste contains ammonium chloride and zinc chloride which act as electrolyte. Manganese dioxide contains ammonium chloride and zinc chloride which is act as electrolyte. These ammonium ions provides the hydrogen ions needed ion, a cathode process. NH4 gives rise NH3 plus H plus. These H plus ions produce from ammonium ions. Manganese dioxide gain of H plus ions plus 2 electrons, then form manganese trioxide plus H2. This reaction is called redox reaction. In this redox reaction, in presence of H plus ions, these H plus ions produced from ammonium ions. These ammonium ions form NH3 plus H plus. These NH3 means ammonia react with Zn plus 2, then form Zn NH3 taken 4 plus 2 cation. Tetra ammonium zincate formed at final stage. Then this tetra ammonium zincate ion increases completely battery, it will be dead. It cannot reused. These dry cells at cathode zinc form Zn plus 2 electrons. At anode manganese dioxide in presence of H plus ions gain of 2 electrons manganese dioxide plus H2O. These H plus ions formed from NH4 plus ions then form NH3 plus H plus ions. These NH3 react with Zn plus 2 10 form tetraammonium zincate ion. These dry cells produce EMF of the cell is 1.5 volts. 1.5 volts. Applications of dry cells. These dry cells used in transistor, clocks, camera, hearing aids, radio. These are used in dry cells. It produces 1.5 volts of current passes through from anode to cathode. This one is dry cell. Thank you. Now we discuss about what is a dry cell, construction of dry cell, and working process of dry cells. What are the reactions involving in dry cells are discussing today.